A very warm welcome to you to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. I'm going to be doing a card reading for Virgo. This will be from the 28th of October through to the 8th of November. Now you probably know we're heading up to a full moon for Saturday the 31st. There's a lot of energies that are shifting and changing, causing a lot of people to go through the process of releasing. So let's see what Spirit has for you in terms of messages and how you can best manage these energies around you at the moment. Let's dive in. It is a general reading, Virgo, so please only take what resonates for you. And if you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. So Virgo, thank you for joining me. We're going to be doing your card reading for the last few days of October, leading into the first week of November. So let's see what Spirit has for you in terms of guidance for you at this time. Thank you, Spirit. I always pre-shuffle my cards off camera, just so that you know. And I don't do reversals generally. Okay. Well, prefacing the reading here, Virgo, we have you feeling a little bit in your head at the moment with the Eight of Swords. There's perhaps a lack of confusion around some areas in your life at the moment, not having all the information, feeling a little unclear as to what's next. And I feel like this is a general energy around you at the moment, just a little lack of clarity, not sure what's ahead, perhaps a little overthinking a little bit at the moment, Virgo, kind of waiting almost, probably I would say it's this, the energies at the last few days of October is causing a lot of people to go into a space of inner reflection and for the purpose of trying to get some insights and clarity. And I'm sensing, Virgo, this is where you're at the moment. So hang in there. Don't be in too much of a rush to push things right now. I'm feeling like you just need to relax yourself so that your mind can relax and let go. And that way you'll get a little bit more clarity and inner peace for yourself. We have the Queen of Cups energy here. And I'm sensing that you are in a space of wanting to give and receive love. You're kind of receptive to this energy at the moment. We do have the Moon card in this particular deck showing up with the Queen of Cups, which again says to me, you're mindful of people's feelings as well as your own right now. You've got your foot part on the land and a toe in the water here. You are feeling what you need to feel right now, in tune with your own emotions, maybe feeling a little emotional right now. And this is bringing out your desire to want to not only give because you're sensing what it is that you need yourself, you're wanting to receive. So it's this emotional engagement with others, feeling connected to your emotions. Now you've taken a step off your seat of the throne here, which means that you are willing and wanting to engage with other people right now. And this is one way that you know that you can fill your cup is by engaging with others, making that connection. And I feel like that's important to you, and that sense of being around family, stability. So the Four of Wands says to me, this is what family is: stability, structure, that sense of security and being around the home. I feel that this is what's on your mind and in your energy, and it may be that you have had some celebrations with the family. We've got a picture of the fireplace here, which, you know, always reminds me of sort of like being around the kitchen table, that kind of thing, where you're sharing what you have, meals with others, and that sense of being at home and being with others, and the hospitality scene, you know, really lovely. So this is where you're getting your sense of groundedness at the moment, Virgo, and the kind of energy that you'd like to have around you. The Princess of Swords has shown up here. So this is about wanting to have conversation to get clarity around some issues, but I'm feeling like it's not all that clear for you, that the information that you're receiving is not quite enough. There's still not quite enough clarity here for you at the moment. The princess has got a a ribbon or something tied around the sword, which means that she feels a little, I'm almost going to say tongue-tied, not quite having the words to express how you feel right now, perhaps feeling a little inadequate to be able to communicate how you're feeling at the minute. In which case, it would seem to me just take it slowly, one step at a time in terms of communication. Yes, you're not feeling like you're having the words to be able to share what you truly want to say or how you're feeling, but you're making an attempt. All right, Virgo, let's just hold on with that thought and see where this is going. So thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Virgo at this time. Yes, you've been feeling a little down and out at the moment. The Five of Pentacles is kind of letting me know that you're feeling like something's missing from your life right now, not quite having enough of something. And look, it could be finances, it could be connection, it could be just feeling alone. The Five of Pentacles is you feeling quite alone. So you've got your eyes covered here, and it's perhaps you're feeling like you're going through something on your own and feeling a little bit of grief around that. Certainly it falls underneath the Eight of Swords, which lets me know that you're not sure what direction to take, you're not sure what the next steps are. So there is an element of confusion here for you. You manage to sort of get by keeping yourself busy. The Eight of Pentacles is you doing the admin of life, getting stuff done. It may be that you're researching some things at the moment. And certainly I feel that you are busy. You're busying yourself with tasks right now to take care of matters, with the hope that this is going to help your situation. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing to do. Now the Sun card shows up, and you know the Sun card is a very bright and positive card, and it falls underneath the Four of Wands card, which we mentioned it. This feels like a gathering with family and connecting with others, and certainly that lifts the energy, brings us happiness and joy. There's an element of letting go as well. So we have the child sitting on the horse here. The child is carefree, not hanging on. There's no clothes on the child. It's a very carefree energy, and this is what you're desiring to feel. And certainly when you're with family, you get to put all of your cares and worries aside, and you're just yourself. You're just relaxing in the moment, being in the present moment, which seems, what a wonderful solution when we are feeling very tied up and we don't have the answers to things that are bothering us. To be as a child just sets us free from all of our worries and seems like a really good idea for you. Whenever you can create a situation that's going to allow you to focus on activities that are going to be productive, that's a good way to be able to manage the stress and the worry. And, in time, answers come to us when we just let go. And I feel like Spirit is encouraging you just to let go, to release, and even indulge in some activities that are going to enable you to just forget your worries for a little while and to redirect your attention. The Hangman card here is all about feeling stuck, not sure. I won't show that card because it's a naked man. Feeling stuck and not sure which way to go. So yeah, we know that you're feeling a little on your own and a little stuck. So it may be that connecting with others is the way to go, and just really allowing yourself to indulge in some activities that are going to help release you from that mental stuckness. And I know that perhaps you may feel that your hands are tied and that there are no options there to get out of your situation, but I do feel that it's more of a mental energy than physically being stuck. Although you may be seeking answers to help change some things in your life right now. So let's see what else Spirit has to offer you in terms of guidance. Okay, that's good to see. All right, so we have the Star card here, which means that things are going to shift for you very soon, okay? So you may be feeling stuck at the moment, but the Star card lets us know that things are going to shift and information's going to come to you, things are going to start to flow again. It really does depend on you just letting go of the situation and to do your best to let go of the worries and the anxiety. And then as you do that, what you're needing is going to come your way. Things are going to flow again. This is going to lead to the end of a situation. The Ten of Swords here is like you've really done your dash around a certain situation that has been troubling you, and you've got no more energy left. So it really is, when you feel like you have nothing else left to say on a situation, or perhaps all of the matters have been tied up. And the Ten of Swords lets us know it's done, it's finished. So that's interesting. I wonder what that is about for you. There's something that has certainly been troubling you, but it comes to a close. Very interesting. Ten of Swords. I'd like to get some clarity around that for you, because whatever that is, it certainly does shift the energy quite quickly, because we end up with the Chariot card, which means that things are on the move quite suddenly, followed by the Prince of Swords, which is very rushed communication and rushed action. So something happens, Virgo, that causes a situation to change rather rapidly. It's interesting the Star card prefaces that, because usually the Star card is a really good sign for wishes fulfilled, but I'm getting a sense it's more a case of the stuckness becomes unstuck, because the Hangman followed by the Star card, I'm sensing that this is about whatever has been a blockage for you mentally or physically suddenly becomes unblocked, like the waters flow again, and that brings a situation to a conclusion. And once that is concluded and that you have the final information that you need, and you recognize that chapter's closed or that situation has been resolved, it then sparks off some other energy. Very interesting. So I'll be very curious to see what this is all about for you, Virgo, because the Chariot card and the Prince of Wands is very fast-paced energy. If you just have a look at this, so the Chariot here is we're speeding along, so there's a definite change in momentum in your life here, as it is with the Prince of Wands. So it's almost like a sense of urgency to have to act on something rather quickly. Okay. All right, so let's see what it is that Spirit is going to, what's the guidance around this situation? So we'll take a couple of cards from the Psychic Tarot deck. So thank you, Spirit. What's coming up for Virgo in the first week of November around this situation? What is the Ten of Swords, please? Okay. We've got the throat chakra. So definitely there's going to be some communication opening up for you. Communication is coming your way. And there is going to be a need for you to be able to communicate something that's going on for you. So I am sensing a change in the situation that's going to mean you need to act and say you need to deliver some information. And if you have been feeling stuck around this energy, which I did feel that was the case up here with the Eight of Swords and the Princess of Swords, I did feel that communication was a bit of a struggle for you, and that you were struggling to find clarity in your thoughts and then the words to be able to express that you want to, and then there's this stuckness. You've really felt quite trapped inside, and perhaps you've not been able to share that with people at this point in time. And it's kind of caught up with you in that, the Ten of Swords truly is, I can't do this, and it may be that you need something to change quite rapidly in order to shift this communication. Perhaps to help yourself, Virgo, if you're struggling with the words to say, perhaps an idea for you is to write down what it is that you need to say, even if it's to yourself, to write it down. And to also encourage the flow of communication, you might want to listen to some music or to some songs, or even some podcasts to just help you ease into that flow of communication. Doing anything that's creative as well will help to ease up your throat chakra, which is, obviously around the throat, and anything to do with the colour blue. Incorporate blue into your day, maybe with what you're wearing. Okay, I think we need some more information here, Spirit. What else can you share with us for Virgo at this time? What is going on for Virgo? There's really some stuckness around this communication. Okay. Wow, your energy is really interesting at the moment, Virgo. I feel like Spirit is wanting to say hang in there, because something is changing and shifting. And as I said, the number 5, which is on your throat chakra here, is a transition where things are shifting and changing for you. And with the Prince of Wands, I'm just kind of wondering whether communication is coming in for you about something, because it's followed by the Victory and Success card. Are you getting some good news around something? Some good news is coming to you, being announced to you. And yet, for some reason, you're still in this place of feeling stuck and discontent. What is this energy? Why are you feeling this way? I'm just really getting the sense that emotionally you're very down in the dumps at the moment, and not feeling your best for sure. And then we have the Shadow card here. So let's take a look at this. This is a Major Arcana card. Let's have a look what's going on here. This card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill, Virgo. The world is in a constant state of flux and change, that's for sure. Everything does change. So this card is calling you to take some action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul. You must learn to confront what you've been avoiding and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself. As it does, so do you. So the Shadow card promises that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Recognize that by no longer denying your past and letting the tears fall, you'll discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is a cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. This card indicates that it's a time when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. Learn to open up to it, or if need be, to turn it down, turn the intensity down. Your body is one big psychic antenna. So just remember that you're in control of how high or low you want the reception to be. Mother Earth can assist you in this period of change, sensitivity, and healing. Now this card is a similar card to the Moon card in the traditional tarot. So it's being willing and open to looking at the things that you've been a little afraid to confront. Emotions, situations in your life that perhaps has been quite challenging and difficult to face or to talk about. So I think I now understand There is a change that's going on in your life and you're feeling quite emotionally affected by it, and I can see that in the reading here. You're lifted and your spirits are lifted when you get to be with family, but you're truly struggling to express how you feel right now. And I do sense that you are feeling alone in your emotions and unable to share that with others. This is causing you to feel stuck. But truly, when you focus on activities, especially creative projects, that does help to lift your energy and enable you to forget your cares for a little while. I do feel that there is something coming to a close in your life, and perhaps you're sensing this, perhaps you're realizing this is the situation. And in order to handle this well, you do need to go within and to check in with how you're feeling and acknowledge those emotions and acknowledge your fears. And if need be, share it with someone or write it down. Write your fears down, write your emotions down. That will help you to deal with any changes that are coming your way. I do feel that there are changes coming your way and something is going to shift quickly. And I do feel that communication is coming to you. All right, let's see what else Spirit has in terms of some guidance for you around this time and the changes that you're experiencing at the moment. Remember, as I said at the beginning, we've got the full moon on Saturday the 31st of October, and typically this does intensify our emotions, our reflections on our memories, and so we're probably feeling our emotions more intensely at the moment. But it's a good time to face things that we've been avoiding so that we can deal with them. Not so that you can sit in pain, but rather go, okay, what does that mean for me? Why am I feeling the way I am? What actions do I need to take? And the moment you start taking actions, you actually end up lifting your energy and resolving some matters, and things become unstuck once you take action. So the Eight of Pentacles helps you to get into that mode of doing things so that you can become unstuck. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Raven card here. So this does point to the fact that you are experiencing a lot of synchronicities at the moment. You'll find that things happen to flow or just connect at the right time. You end up having the right kind of conversation at the right time. You know, the divine is stepping in here to help you. So you'll need to be aware and notice the signs around you. Notice how things are in flow. There are sort of like what I call mini miracles happening for you. Also, you know, we think it's a coincidence, it's the magic of life, but things are synchronizing for a reason right now. The timing is right for you to receive messages and for you to notice the support that is around you at the moment. This is what I call things like, you know, people showing up at the right time, just when you're needing that advice, that support, that little answer that you needed. So just know that the divine is working with you to help you. Thank you, Spirit. High Priestess, yes, this is all about you being very in your intuition and very aware at the moment. So do trust your sense and your knowing. If you are getting a sense around something and that thought or that feeling is reoccurring for you, then you need to act upon it. It's not something that you should be avoiding. And the reminder of the shadow card here is when you're sensing something, now is not the time to ignore it or procrastinate or pretend it's not there. The Moon card is all about seeing what needs to be seen and to deal with it now. And that's to help avoid, you know, complications later. So trust your intuition, trust the feelings that are coming up for you, and do something with this. You may be having a sense of something coming. You may be having some visions around things, some ideas. Truly, it is time for you to notice those spiritual nudges so that you can take action. So, you know, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Thank you, Spirit. What else? What other advice do you have for Virgo at this time? The Frog. Yeah, so it's very much about doing the releasing is often about cleansing, clearing up. So the frog energy is about, it could be things like cleaning up around the house, the physical things in your life that it's time to let go of. So attend to those matters. It's also about the emotional baggage. And as we were saying, if you need to deal with some emotions that are coming up around past memories or past events, write it down. Write it down so you can get it out of your head and you can process it, or find someone that you can share it with and you can talk to. So again, it's pointing to the fact that you're experiencing a lot of emotions at the moment, releasing a lot of things, and this is in many ways preparation for change in our life when we're getting the nudges to release. And you know, don't worry, there's nothing wrong with you if you're feeling more tearful at the moment and more emotional. It's a great way to let go of pent up things that have been sitting with you for a while, anxieties, things that you've been pushing down. You'll notice probably things will trigger you. You know, you might be listening to a song, watching something on TV, something that someone says, and suddenly you may feel very sad, or you may feel like you want to cry, or for some of you, sometimes releasing emotions is all about, suddenly anger comes to the surface. Don't let this frighten you. This is just a way of being able to process it and deal with it. And just be kind to yourself. Go with the flow of what is going on for you at this moment. I'm going to pull a card from the Magdalene Oracle deck at the moment. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Virgo? First week of November. Certainly, you know, don't try to go through this on your own, Virgo. Sometimes sharing it with someone, and certainly to express yourself in some way, is a great way to heal and to process a lot of pent-up emotions. We've got the God card. Let's take a look. This is beautiful. Look at that. Okay, I'm just going to read the book on this one for you. So you may be asking, does God really exist? And if so, where is God when you need God the most? Often it's in our times of greatest need that we feel the most alone. And I am sensing you are feeling a little on your own at the moment, Virgo. This card is your confirmation that you are never alone. The universe has heard your call and wants you to know that the loving presence of the divine creator always fills and surrounds you. Surrender your fears and concerns. Accept the healing light that is being offered to you in this very moment. Out of fear, we often try to swim against the current. This is a waste of time and energy. Remember, the frog card is about dealing with our emotional baggage, cleaning and clearing up things in our life. The shadow card or the moon card, it's the same thing. So, you know, rather than avoid or resist or swim against the tide, that's just a waste of your time and energy. So just trust, accept, and let go, Virgo. Though there are bound to be many twists and turns along the way, you know, you'll be pleasantly surprised where the river of life eventually takes you. And truly remember, as you let go, the waters are going to flow again in your life. The star card here shows us the flow of waters again. I can't show you the card, I'm so sorry, but there's this woman here with her toe in the water. She has two jugs that are flowing water into the river, you know, and this is the release that you feel once you let go of your emotions and your worries and fears. You've got to go through that process. There's a beautiful little saying here: each life is like an ocean, forever yearning for love's shore. We ebb and flow, not realizing we eternally bathe in the sea of love. Yeah, so Virgo, surrender your fears and concerns. You know, if it means something to you, send a prayer to your angels, ask for the spiritual guidance that your burdens be lifted from you. do something that's going to nurture you this week and allow you to comfort yourself and recognize that you are never alone. Reach out to those that are close to you. Let them know that you're just needing to be in the company of others to remind you that you're loved and that you're not alone. And certainly Spirit is with you all of the time. So that's something really important to remember. Even if we don't have someone immediately in our presence, Spirit is always with you. I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit Messages deck for you. You know, when we step into nature and we go for a little walk and a stroll and we just breathe and we allow ourselves to let go and observe what's around us, it's such a beautiful reminder that Spirit and the Divine is around us all the time. Just feel the presence of that energy and you will be reminded instantly that you are not alone, Virgo. Regardless of the circumstances in your life or how you may be emotionally feeling right now. Spirit, what do we have for Virgo in terms of spiritual guidance and a message just for Virgo? Thank you. Oh, gosh. As I just said, getting out into nature, there you go. Just beautiful. So this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Why am I not surprised that that came up? So let's take a deeper look into that message for you. And it's so true, it's such a healing thing to do. In fact, that was the daily card reading for today, was to really experience nature, to embrace that healing energy. Yes, so this card often comes up when your chi or your life force energy is running low. So it's a timely reminder that nature is beckoning you to step outdoors and let your body absorb the healing properties. So go for a walk wherever you are. If you've got somewhere that you can just breathe some fresh air, be amongst the trees if possible. If you live near the water, great. Anywhere that you get to experience a little bit of nature and quiet time. Listen to the birds, notice the sounds of the trees, the smells that are around you, the fresh air, perhaps the sun on your face. It certainly will top you up and help to revitalize you if you are feeling particularly drained. And when we're in our emotions, let's not forget that takes up an enormous amount of our energy. So if you are feeling particularly tired and drained, don't be surprised, okay? Give yourself some time to have a sleep during the day if you need to rest. Don't be hard on yourself, that telling yourself that, you know, you're not fit or you haven't done something good or you must be sick. You're just tired and you need to rest. Yeah. Beautiful. So I'm going to leave that reading for now. That's good advice for you, Virgo, and I just ask you to go well and take care of yourself. So Virgo, I hope you found that reading helpful to you. Embrace this opportunity to go a little bit more slowly. Whatever is coming up for you at the moment, there's a reason for it, and there's a time and opportunity to be able to process things. Our emotions are not bad things to avoid or suppress. They're there to point to things that we need to deal with, and as we do, we get to process it, release and heal ourselves so we're in a better place. So hopefully you'll find the guidance here from the Divine helpful to you. And if that's the case and this has resonated for you, please give the video a thumbs up and let me know. You may like to leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate you doing that. Perhaps let others know about my channel, Living with Spice, so that more people get to benefit from these messages. Well, take care of yourself, Virgo, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.